And we are back with our tour of Meridian. Yeah, I decided to put it into 2 episodes because PlayStation Share Factory won't let me upload videos longer than an hour. And the first episode was already about 40 minutes, so I decided to make 2 and take my time. Oh, that's some nice armor. What's with the mustache, though, in this game?
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well, then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Okay. So... Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, that's so obvious that it's playback. Hide player. I still kind of hate that I can't move the camera, but that looks okay, right? Saved.
Here's to Avad, eh?
So I guess let's talk to the maid here. Daba.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
Huh?
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Here I am.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
Good for you.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
Okay.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
Can I look at them?
What can I do for you today?
Oh,
How are the trials going for you? Have enough marks for a weapon yet?
no.
I need a few more.
Okay. Once you get marks from the trials at
Yeah.
every hunting ground, come back and we'll see what I can give you.
Yeah. Huh. It's kind of surprising, because I know that I've watched a video, like a tutorial video on weapons, And they never mention hunting lodge weapons. They just mentioned the shadow ones. The purple ones. So I wonder what these are. Maybe these are just, yeah, shadow weapons as well. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. And I saw something over here. Bylaws of the Lodge. The hunt is the noblest pursuit in the Sundom, save those the Sun King and his Sun Priests. The hunt is strength, the hunt is honor, the hunt protects, the hunt preserves. What is the hunt but competition? What is competition without rank, honor, and victor? The Lodge lends law and lore to the hunt, so all will know who has prevailed. Thus, the Lodge is not just its members and not just its house in Meridian. It is the spirit of the hunt, a code to be honored and ideal to be lived. Only those of the noblest blood can embody the noblest ideals. As such, only Karja males of pure blood may honor the Lodge and tread in its house. By order of his Radiance Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja, bylaw 5 of Section 1 is hereby rescinded. Membership. No hunter shall gain admittance to the Lodge without 3 half-sons, one with honor at any hunting ground. There are 2 classes of member, Hawk being senior, Thrush being junior. The rank of Thrush can only be gained through the sponsorship of a Hawk. Each Hawk may sponsor only 1 Thrush. There can be only 7 Hawks. A Thrush can only become a Hawk through the death of a sponsor. What? The Hawk who hunts the greatest prey shall become Sun Hawk and lead the Lodge. In the event the quality of prey is in dispute, the Hawk who hunted first shall remain first as Sun Hawk. Only Karja males of pure blood may become Thrush, Hawk, or Sun Hawk. By order, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Proof of the hunt. The greatest hunts often bear no witness, therefore a trophy must be kept. A trophy may be submitted to the Sun Hawk as proof of a victorious hunt. I just grunted on a video. A trophy must be intact and undamaged and from a recent hunt. The Sun Hawk shall have final authority in any dispute over a trophy's worth. Only Karja males of pure blood may submit a trophy to the Sun Hawk. By order, blah blah. A hunt for its own sake is noble. A hunt in the service of others is blessed by the sun. When called upon, Hawks and Thrushes must undertake any reasonable hunt asked of them, if it serves to protect the citizens of the Sundom. The Sun Hawk has sole authority to negotiate any fees or bounties associated with any hunt undertaken by members of the Lodge on behalf of the Sundom. Any profit from any hunt undertaken by members of the Lodge on behalf of the Sundom shall be shared by all 7 Hawks administered by the Sun Hawk. Only Karja males of pure blood, blah 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 blah. For the purpose of training and recruiting the best and greatest hunters, the Lodge shall provide and maintain hunting grounds. Each hunting ground shall test a different range of skills through 3 different trials crafted by its keeper, in consultation with the Sun Hawk. There shall be 3 rewards for each trial. Half-sun, full-sun, blazing sun. Hunters who prove themselves by winning the requisite number of suns may be entitled to special gear at the Lodge, at the discretion of the Sun Hawk. The Lodge shall provide funds for the construction and maintenance of all trials and facilities and hunting grounds. The Lodge shall receive all profits associated with the sale of parts, ammunition, and equipment from all hunting grounds. Any profits received from hunting grounds shall be shared by all 7 Hawks, blah blah. Keepers shall be chosen exclusively by the Sun Hawk and serve for a term of 7 years. Only Karja males, blah 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 blah. So that's very interesting. So that's it. No. Well, yeah. I gotta introduce myself to the Sun Hawk. Oh. Another parchment. Record of Retmaw. Retmaw was the... What was Retmaw? It is well known that facts recede into fictions as they become memories, and fresh facts themselves are ephemeral among the rumors and legends of the South. This is especially true in the case of Retmaw, the most terrible of Thunderjaws. A machine which is nothing if not legendary. Few who have laid eyes upon it have survived, and among them even fewer can be trusted not to embellish their tales. All that said, here I have endeavored to truthfully chronicle all the calamities attributed to the beast, and all the expeditions meant to end such calamities once and for all. None have succeeded. As of this writing, the terror of the south still roams free, scarred perhaps, but deadly as the day the sun first shone upon its armored hide. In the early spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, a freehold was destroyed near the hands of the flood. 9 bodies were recovered, 8 riddled with cannon rounds, 1 flattened completely. Ugh. No witnesses survived. Though never proven, this is widely thought to be Redmaw's first attack. In the late spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, an expedition of 4 hunters set out from Sunstone Rock to track the machine or machines responsible for the destruction of the freehold. None returned. Their bodies were subsequently found in the south, 3 blasted, 1 stomped. Never proven, thought to be Redmaw's work. In the early summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, an expedition of 6 mercenaries set out from Meridian to track the machine or machines responsible for the losses described above. 1 returned, ribs crushed, clavicle fractured. He spoke of a thunderjaw which split a man in half with a single bite. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine and the one which gave it a name. In the late summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, an expedition of 8 set off from Meridian to track Redmaw and none returned. 6 bodies were found near Blackwing Snag, 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 swallowed his own tongue, evidently in a spasm of terror, suffocating. Oh my god. This goes on forever. Lots of dead people. I'm sure I'm gonna have to fight that one at some point. What's that? Candles. I wonder if they light up at night. Maybe. Anything else here? What's that? Oh, a box. Thanks. So pretty. Oh, another parchment. Lots of parchments here. Legendary hunts. I think I'm gonna read these later. Kinda don't feel like reading all of this text here. They are very well written. They're fairly long. Okay, so who do I talk to? Hello. Oh, is it you? Oh.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're Anora, are you not? A fighter from the Savage Lands.
Uh-huh.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
What a dick. Who's this Talana guy? Sure, it's a girl, right? Are you Talana? Huh.
You're Talana? SC said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
Why, what's today?
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm
So I've
sorry
heard.
to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Part of the hunt.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I don't know about her armor. Kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, 50 Shades of Grey or something.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Assis. What's his story?
He's the Sun Hawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole. Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes the Sun Hawk.
What are Stormbirds? Even bigger Glinthawks? Ugh.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sun Hawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Okay.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me. What do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me.
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis boil.
Alright. I will. Okay, so there's one more quest. And another side quest here. And I haven't talked to all of these guys yet, I think.
God hasn't got the stones to put in.
Oh, there's some of them down there. Ha! Hello. Oh, I've talked to you. Not to you, though. You look like a beggar. Huh? Wait, what? This item holds no value except to the most eclectic of merchants, a container made from ancient material. Huh? What is that stuff? I don't get it. This item holds no value except to the most eclectic of merchants, ancient scrap. I don't get it. What do you need that for? Like, do you sell these to the guy with the glasses? That is so obsessed with beards? I don't know.
You there, Outlander? Do you have relics to trade?
No, I talked to you before. Yeah, maybe check out these. I don't know if I've talked to these before. No, I kind of don't want to run through here. Just take it all in.
I regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
I want that kind of armor.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Huh? Oh, nice. Oh, well, that's helpful. If you have, you know, enough metal shards to spare. But I'd rather just kill them than just, you know, kind of go the easy way and buy it all. So was that you that was talking?
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
What did you
Sure.
want to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer.
Yeah.
I used to be one myself.
Oh.
I admit, I miss the beguiling colors of the wilds. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower.
Metal flower.
It's made of metal, like a machine. Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand among my clients. If you bring me some, I have valuables to trade for them.
Good.
These metal flowers. What are they exactly?
No one knows, but some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machine started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, for he has many faces, does he not? Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks.
Sure.
You said you were an adventurer.
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet, but the embrace of my beautiful Theridine sweeter still.
Oh.
Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty.
Of course. Can't buy anything. So, yeah, I guess there's still lots of things to do for me.
Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
I just talked to you.
Won't cost you a shard, just
Huh. Knew it. Fatty meat.
Captain Ursa fought for us. That's why the damn Shadow Carja murdered her.
The Mad Sun King. Be warned, reader, that is a true account of the Mad Sun King Juron's acts. These glyphs are blotted in blood. Truly the savageries committed can barely be recounted. So pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. You will learn of the grievous wounds inflicted on foreign lands and the reaping of the sacrifice, the Red Raids. For the Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village, so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and be harder pressed to field fighting men on the next raid. The Utaru, who sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Against the Oseram, the terror of the sun piled the corpses of their fallen up to the walls of their villages, so his kestrels might clamber upon the dead to enter. God. And in the valley of the barbarian, terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensued that the trees were drooped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Oh. Should you wish to read of the Mad King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unsated. Within are accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun Ring, listed in such detail, you might think it reported by their own chattering skull, once piled outside the city gates. Kind of sounds like Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre of the Hunter's Lodge. Reading these accounts, you might imagine yourself among its brave hawks as they fought for the last, bloodying the sand from dawn till dusk. Or perhaps in the crowds as they loosed behemoths careened through the stands with the crashing of wood and bone. All this crazed bloodletting did the Mad Sun King take in with his pitiless gaze. Indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. Yes, fair-haired Kadamon of the Dawn's Rising, so degraded and doomed for the crime of standing against his father. Such a true and complete account of the Mad Sun King Juron's miseries cannot be found in the history annals, or heard from the reckoners of the Sun Priests. It is with a heavy heart that I scribe these events, leaving out no shocking detail, but my debt but my debt is to history and to you, brave reader. So wait. I thought the Mad Sun King's son was now the new Sun King. But his son is named Kadaman, and I thought the new Sun King is named, I don't know, something with an A. I'm confused. But I'm sure I'll meet him soon enough. What's that over there? Temple of some sort? Yeah, I guess I can't get through yet. It's probably where the Sun King lives.
No one goes into the palace without an invitation.
Okay. Alright, alright.
Don't let your guard down.
Yay, one more book. The Liberation. An official account is scribed by the reckoners of the Sun Priests and marked with the emblems of truth by exacting Varan, who witnessed these events. In the 21st year of the 13th Sun King Juran's reign, the twilight time of his madness, the Sun King's own favored heir was put to death. The radiant Kadaman's crime was to demand an end to his father's acts of bloodshed and a sacrifice set that end in motion. Juran's second heir, the radiant Avad, fled Meridian at dusk with his honor guard, soldiers loyal to him over the Sun King. All night they traveled northwards, knowing that come the dawn they would be branded as traitors and marked for death. So it was that when Juran made the proclamation, they had already traveled far, and in time they did reach the edge of the Sundom and crossed into Osram territory. For Avad was canny and planned to negotiate terms with the Osram. He knew he had an ally among them, Ursa, a fierce Osram warrior with whom Avad had a long and unusual history. 2 years earlier, Ursa had been brought to Meridian as a captive destined for sacrifice, but she survived the Sun Ring, killing 2 kestrels by her own hand. What are kestrels? Thus did she earn the honor of being made a palace slave, and in this role came to know Prince Avad. A rare friendship was formed, and Avad conspired to free his friend, who returned at once to the Osram homeland. Now desperate for allies, Avad sought out the Osram he had helped to free. Ursa had ties to the warlords and freebooters who resisted the Red Raids. With Ursa's might and Avad's keen strategy, they could raise a warband and move to overthrow Juran. And as a rightful heir to the throne of the Sun, Avad hoped to inspire many of his people to rebel, so sparing Meridian from a drawn-out war. After months of preparation, Avad and his allies crossed the border and marched on Meridian. As word of their advance spread, many Carja soldiers fled back to the city, laid down their arms, or even joined the liberators. Yet wise Avad knew that Juran's faithful would defend Meridian to the last man, even sacrificing the lives of its citizens if it would hold the holy city against siege. He found kestrels and city guard already set in on the walls, ready to face arrow and shot. But Avad's Osram allies had brought new weapons never seen beneath the sun, thundering cannons, strong as machines. Avad permitted them to fire their salvos on the outer walls, bringing many defenders down with great carnage. As the smoke cleared, the liberators attacked in 3 groups. One scaled the walls beneath the Temple of the Sun, another took to the aqueducts of the palace, while the main force overcame the barricaded city gates with cannon fire. These were the final blasts fired at the holy city, as Avad forbade any further destruction. In the streets, too many scenes of brutality and chaos played out to recount. Among the terrible miasma of blood and smoke, the Sun Ring's slave pits were opened, and hundreds spilled out, desperate to escape. Many of Juran's supporters seized their chance to flee with his flood of unfortunates. The day had turned, and seeing his forces much reduced, the Sun King Juran ordered his trusted kestrels take Itamen, his sole remaining heir, from the city. Helis, terror of the sun, cleaved a path through Meridian from east to west, striking down all in his way, ally and foe alike. The savagery of Helis and his kestrels could not be matched, and so it was that Itamen, his mother, the Dowager Queen Asadi and the High Sun priest Bahavas escaped. Avad confronted Jiran in his solarium. He had hoped his father would answer for his crimes honorably, but seeing this could not be so, with great anguish he struck him down. As the murder of a true Sun King is an unthinkable act and surely would plunge the world into shadow, Jiran's death proved that the sun had renounced his legitimacy. Sure did. Yes, sun had turned to shadow on the throne of Meridian, and it was Avad's light that drove the shadow out of the west, where it remains to this day. So was the cycle of things corrected, in the first year of the reign of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad. Okay, so now I know the story.
Avad's peace has brought prosperity back to the Sundom.
I bet it has.
Just a few. Get a drink. Or three.
I've got all the best goods here. One past the shop. These aren't goods. They're necessities.
Hello. Okay, so you just sell weapons. I don't really use these anymore. I don't know. I'll take care of that later. There's still a quest up there that I want to get. Or what do you sell, just so I know?
Yes.
Oh, it's you. Yeah, no. No.
I will leave you to the hunt. Perhaps
Thanks.
your travels have taken you through ancient ruins? Let us speak of it.
Where's the steward? Are you the steward?
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see. Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching a sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
That's a funny looking hat.
Won't find better wares. Don't forget to stock up.
There's blood.
Take a look.
Wait, isn't that the crime scene?
Take a look at me.
Oh, wonderful.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out. And some blood. Looks like they cut themselves on splinters.
Won't find better wares.
Drops of blood bleeding away.
The wind in this wood in the shadow dungeon lies.
This reminds me so much of The Witcher right now. Following blood.
Blood. I'm still on the trail.
Have I talked to you? I think so. Pretty sure I have.
Won't find better wares.
Still more blood. The thief got cut pretty bad.
Huh.
Everybody
Trail
knows
ends
this.
here. But someone
I
must
wouldn't
have
have
seen
it
the
any other
thief.
way.
You?
Blasted Shadow Carja murdered the captain of the vehicle.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Okay.
Only to find it.
Where's that singing coming from?
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
The balance is tipped towards Shadow these days. The machines are just one muscle.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Bad case of diarrhea.
I didn't know Outlanders knew how to dress properly.
I've seen this 4 times already.
These are goods. They're necessities.
Buy what you need,
Seen this 4
leave the rest.
times already.
Won't cost you a shard just to...
I miss Main Street.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay.
Sure will.
Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
I will. But I'm gonna get that quest first. Where's that watermill? Oh, down here. Okay. Yeah, how do I get to that quest?
I'll give you a good price. Don't have
In here? No, I can't get through here.
all you have. It won't do it all. You've got to be careful. If the shadow Karja can take
I gotta get upstairs somehow. But I don't know how. In here? No. How do I get up there? Gates are closed. Can I climb up somewhere? No.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost.
No.
Don't pass up weak.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Ah, there you go. Make way, people. Oh, what is this place? Oh, wow. There's so much lore here. Yeah, some about religion and the sun. Oh, is it that same crazy priest from the village?
Ronora.
Oh
I'm the
no.
mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this.
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
Huh?
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Karja and Nora aren't so different. What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram, who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Flint hawks perch there, drawn to the spires shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Okay.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
Lots of pain in his voice. Very well done. I like his robes. Very pretty. Okay, so I guess that's all the quests I can get here for now. I just saw something over there. A box. I'm gonna get that. Okay, so I guess that's it for a tour of Meridian, at least for now. Yeah. I think we're gonna go north in the next episode and continue with the main story quest. And, you know, pick up whatever we find on our way. Like we do all the time. I know that I said I was going to focus more on the main story, and I will. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll just continue the way I've played it before. But, Alex, since you're the only one watching this, I adjusted the difficulty mode to very hard now, so we'll see how I'll do against the machines now. I don't know. I can always, you know, tone it down if it's too hard. Okay, so I guess that's it for now, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!